Like a sneaky jalapeno in your burrito. That unexpected heat is shocking, but you can't live without it. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Happy Thursday. How you doing today, Jeff? How you feeling?
It's Thursday. Weeks flying by, just like they do when you get older.
You've been doing a lot better in Paso Robles with these cooler temperatures.
Yeah.
Nice to get out of those triple digits, man.
Everybody in the house is like used to relying on the air conditioning. So I get home yesterday afternoon, and they're all sitting in the house with all the windows closed. I'm like, dude, it's breezy. We got a nice breeze coming through here. Let's open up some of these windows. Let's just let fresh air in this house. Come on. Turn off that air conditioner.
Yeah.
And it's like, how can you guys not know? How can the common sense of the world not tell you that this is going on? You just kind of go with what we've been going with for the last 2 weeks. Come on. To rally the troops. Use your brain.
There's a new trend at the gym. Maybe this is what you could do to stay cool at the house with the air conditioner. Now, kids, they don't pay for it. They don't care. They don't know what's going on. Your wife is obviously living in a fairy tale land. But women are doing something new at the gym, and apparently it helps them stay cool.
Do you wear undies with your workout gear?
Yes, I had to ask you this too. I know people who don't.
Hey.
Wait, are you about to say you don't?
I would get thrashed.
Oh my God, thank you.
I would get thrashed.
I agree. I don't understand how that's possible. Like, just, I don't know.
And how many of you wear underwear with your leggings? And if you don't, how do you? I have dreams about forgetting to wear underwear. Like, it's nightmares.
So they're not wearing underwear under their leggings. So that means when you go to the gym and they're wearing these things that are like, pantyhose pretty much, but thicker, right? I mean, it's just going to form everything, and it's just going to be all hanging out there. And that could be good in some situations and bad in other situations. Do we want to see that at the gym? Can you imagine if guys started doing this, like wearing, what do they call these things that they wear? Not spandex, but they're leggings. If guys, and there's some guys that do wear leggings, and they got all their junk hanging out, like exposed. I mean, I know it doesn't hang because this is supposed to help bring it together. And I know you're not a gym person per se, but who's to say?
British girls talking about it in person either.
Who's to say who's next, right? I mean, this could be happening at Farmers Market.
You wear
at Farmers Market tonight.
Please stop with the British women. Some accents are like worse than foreign languages. At least foreign languages, I try to piece it together.
Yeah, but when British women are fighting like they were at the Barbie movie, that was, grab her leg! Grab it!
And they start talking in certain accents. I'm like, I just tuned it out. Okay, so this is a very minimal effect, right? Like the underwear, does it add that much heat to your body to where you're going to be, I mean, it's
it just
underwear.
adds a layer of protection from sweat and smell.
Female underwear. Female underwear is non-existent compared to the bulky stuff that we can wear,
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. The leggings on somebody who goes to the gym and it is in very good shape is very nice to look at. The leggings on people that don't take care of themselves as well as other women, not so good to look at. And don't say we're perverts and we shouldn't be looking because you flaunt it right in front. I mean, what do you want us to do? I mean, we have vision. We can see. I mean, things are going to grab our attention.
I've never been really hot and thought, maybe I'd be a lot cooler if I wasn't wearing underwear.
Okay, so as men, when do we not wear underwear?
Many other ways you could accomplish
swim trunks.
The cooling effect.
Right. When I am in my swim trunks, I'm not wearing underwear. I am just, wearing the swim trunks because when you get out, the underwear doesn't dry because the material for your swim trunks is meant to dry quick. The material for your underwear, which is boxer briefs for me, is like a cotton, so it's not going to dry as quick. So I don't wear underwear. Like when I go out on my friends' boats and I do water sports or rafting or all that kind of stuff, and I'm jumping in and out of the lake.
Well, that's another thing is you're jumping in and out of colder water to keep cool. So that's going to keep you cool in its own right as well. Why not get one of those fans, then spray a little water, and then fan yourself down. That's going to work a lot better than taking off your underwear. I don't think the underwear adds that much heat. I want to see where's the science? We all believe in science, right? I want to see the science. How much does my underwear increase my body temperature? Now, if you're in Minnesota in January and you wear long underwear, then okay, then yeah, I understand that's going to heat you up. But we're talking about workout underwear. That's next to nothing anyways. It's not going to add that much heat. These are just two girls that want to talk about something seems scintillating, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I work out Commando." Well, you're just trying to get attention to me. That's what it tells me, because it doesn't add that much heat to your body.
Wouldn't you just be cooler if you wore
difference.
like short shorts, or just light shorts that you would breathe and let air flow? Like these things just seem like a sweat wrap.
That's a very good point. Like that, this is essentially long underwear.
Yes,
so
they do it because they like
work out in long underwear, or would you work out in loose clothing? You should be working out in loose clothing, but you work out in long underwear because it shows your figure and you're showing yourself off, which I get it. That's the mental boost that you get from working out. So it makes you feel better.
Yeah, and it hides their legs, because I think some women don't like their legs if they don't have like the perfect amount of, muscle or something like that. So they put these things on, and it gets them hotter and sweatier, but they don't care because their legs might look a little better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're doing it to yourself. The heat thing, you're doing it to yourself, because if you were wearing loose-fitting shorts, you wouldn't have this problem at all, and you wouldn't even be worried about the underwear.
So the question is, do we care? No, we don't care. Whatever. As long as you don't smell. I hope you wash those things. I'm sure you do. It's not like high school football practice. Those football pants were the grossest thing. Remember walking into the locker room after football practice, like 4 weeks in, and nobody had taken their pads out and their pants home to wash?
The ugliest girls in the school to be the managers of the football team, and all they wanted to do was flirt with the boys that were on the football team, and they never did the laundry. Ever did the laundry. And that was their job as the manager. They were supposed to do the laundry.
I don't care
never did the laundry.
What kind of girl and how hot you think a guy is. You walk into a locker room and it smells like it used to. I was like, I remember our coach getting so mad. He was like, take your stuff home and wash it. I don't think they washed it for us. They just washed the uniforms that we played in. Anyways, you can always weigh in, 805-543-3693. Alice Cooper tickets coming up at 8:40 today. Oingo Boingo is coming to Vina Robles. They're going to be there with the Tubes, Drama, and the Untouchables. We'll also have tickets to that show coming up 9:20 if you know the show.
Spending 4 hours in a box together every day can make you say crazy things. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Jeff and Jeremy here. Coming up, we got Whitney stopping by in the next hour. She'll be talking about Farmers Market tonight. Plus, we've got tickets to see Yachtly Crew. This is Yacht Rock at its best, coming to Vina Robles Amphitheater on Saturday, September the 2nd. That's Labor Day weekend. If you want to go, text the word CREW, C-R-E-W, to the 805-BEER text lines at 805-543-3693. That's just C-R-E-W, CREW. You'd be amazed how some people spell that, but it's C-R-E-W to 805-543-3693. You'll get a little kickback text that'll say you're in. If you don't get that, you did something wrong.
Well, what a lot of people are doing, because it's a take on Motley Crue's name, is they're typing C-R-U-E. And
I've seen C-R-U-E, I've seen C-R-U-W, I've seen C-R-W.
But I can see how you make that mistake for C-R-U-E, because it's Yachtly Crew and Motley Crue. If you've never seen their poster or anything like that, you would think, okay, it's C-R-U-E because they're taking off of Motley Crue's name, but they're not. They're going C-R-E-W.
Off of like a crew on a yacht.
Yeah, like a crew on a yacht. That's the beauty of that play on
the
words.
language of the language. Yes. But you got to spell C-R-E-W to 805-543-3693.
So Costco is starting to transition to self-service samples. They're no longer going to have the older lady in the hairnet there handing you the stuff. I don't know how this is going to work when it has to be baked in an oven or something like that. I mean, it's all kind of self-serve as it is.
I'm guessing they still have staff that cooks it in the back and maybe brings it out and sets it down on trays. And then everybody mobs over there, pushing kids down. Give me that piece of that pizza roll, you son of a... Yeah!
Pushing my kids out of the way.
Oh, my God. I hate those people. I just want to grab those people and put their face into the cooler right next to them. Just smash. It's like, really? Can you calm down, please? This is a bite of a pizza roll that you probably had your whole life because it's Tony's or whatever the damn brand is. It's like, come on, get a hold of yourself. You're in public, and there's kids around.
If I'm going for the sample, and I'm just talking about me here, not my kids. I mean, people are rude to my kids big time with the samples. They have gotten edged out because I tell them, you guys got to be polite when you go up there. You just go up there like a bunch of heathens, but then you got a bunch of adults going up there like heathens, and then they learn by example, right? And I'm like, no, that's not how you do it. Just wait for the next ones, or we'll come back around and do it again. But when it's me and I'm playing that game, listen, I decided, okay, this is the game that I'm going to go into. This is what I'm going to have to do in order to get the sample. I know that people are going to be super aggressive. That means if I want this sample, I'm going to have to be super aggressive. I never eat the sample at Costco, ever, 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 just because I don't want to deal with the hurt feelings that come into play with people and their need to eat free food at Costco. But if there is something that I do want to try out, then I know what I've signed up for. When it bothers me is when I'm going about my regular everyday shopping business and a family of 4 comes blazing in front of my cart as I'm pushing it along so they can get the
samples,
the pizza roll,
so they can clear the whole. Can we just take the tray? Give us. And
I pick off one of their kids, and then the dad looks at me like, "What are you doing, picking off my kid?" I'm like, "You guys cut me off, man. You guys got to go eat,
pops. I'm gonna knock you on the ground." Some Costco road rage right there, all for free samples. I want them to get rid of the samples. Get rid of those son of a bitches.
During the pandemic, they got rid of the samples, and things moved so much easier in Costco.
Right.
Then they brought them back, and I understand it's part of the business model. They want you to try things, so you'll buy them. And I think there's a little bit of guilt to when you try it. If the person is standing there staring you down like, "Oh, you like that? Oh, they're right over there." That's their job as a salesperson. If it's self-serve, nobody's going to do that. They're just going to go eat the free food. So I think it kind of, there's no pressure. There's no human pressure there to get you to buy whatever it was that you just tried. So we're asking you this morning at the KZOZ.com poll question, do you think it's a good idea that Costco is switching their samples over to self-service? I don't see the benefit in self-service. I don't, except for easier for the people that want to eat free food.
I don't know.
Do you? I mean, do you see any other benefit to it?
Well, I know there's obviously a benefit that we don't see. And maybe this will help the issue with, upsetting people because people cut people off, push people away. It's like some people. And there's certain races that are different, maybe because they're from different countries.
What?
But man, they will push you right out of the way, walk right in front of you and grab something. Like, and you look at him, you're like, oh my God, have you ever had to wait in line for anything? Like, seriously, you're a 50-year-old woman. You'd think you'd know better.
Well, you ever think in those other countries that you speak of, Jeremy, that it's feast or famine?
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. I mean,
that could be the case.
Yeah, you never know what somebody's going through or what their upbringing was. And so I instantly get mad and then I calm down. I'm like, who cares? Just walk away. I'm not interested in eating this food that is sitting out and everybody's trying to grab. I mean, because have you ever took a bite of something and went, oh my God, I gotta have that? I mean, every once in a while.
I've bought stuff based on sampling it.
I mean, sometimes it's been a while. I guess I've just been so turned off on samples for a while that
that's the thing. You don't want to engage, so you're like, whatever. But it's usually the stuff that's on sale, so I'll buy it anyways. Like when you find something that you like at Costco that's on sale, because the discounts when stuff at Costco is on sale,
awesome.
The discounts can be deep, man. That's what when I only buy stuff on sale at Costco, or it's going out of business.
But if the Monterey beef and bean burrito is on sale and the big box is there, and she's cutting it up right now, I've had it before. I don't need to eat it again. I know it's good.
Exactly. Yes.
I'm gonna get it. But, I gotta get that free food.
Your options are yes, no, and you don't think it'll make a difference. KZOZ.com.
Careful, you don't want to learn from this. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
Good morning, it's Jeff, Jeremy, and Whitney's here. And a new survey says women between the heights of 5'5" and 5'3" make the best women to be in relationships with. How tall are you?
I am 5'4".
Right there.
Wow,
Right there.
look at you.
Right.
Woohoo!
You're welcome.
And you're still single, aren't you? Are you single? We
Yeah.
never even asked you. Yeah, you are. I just assume you're single because I never see you in public
I'm like terrified
with anybody
to tell
but
you, like,
your
if I have a boyfriend.
with your dad.
That's the best thing. I mean, there's a reason for that. You get your pick, right? I mean, you're like, listen, I'm at 5'4".
Yeah, man.
I can't. I don't do
You
this.
seen this survey?
I don't do this settling thing. Okay, I'm 5'4". I'm 5'4". You understand?
Oh my gosh.
5'3" and 5'5". I'm smack dab right in the middle at 5'4". I'm not going to be settling. So hand me your resume and I'll get back to you.
I'm glad I'm a girl because we had that conversation about the guys that are 5'4" and how it's like the worst for them.
Oh,
Yes, that's what it says here. I'll give
Did you ever date a guy who's the same height?
It's kind of weird for me. No, I've always had like taller boyfriends.
What if he has
Kinda
lifts?
cool, though.
What if he wears lifts like big boots?
Lifts. No, that's worse. You got whatever your lot in
boots.
life is, you have to own it.
Big boots.
You know what you could do is you could share each other's clothes though if he was
That's
5'4".
nice.
Oh my god!
Wow.
How embarrassing!
It's really escalated quickly.
It makes seriously, it's funny because my kids now are getting closer in size. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
The younger one's the boy and the older one's the girl. So when we go to do laundry,
You're not quite sure whose shirt it is.
yeah, like on T-shirts and things like that, we sometimes put the girl's T-shirt in the boys.
Oh dear.
And he gets really mad about
This is
that.
your Bobby's shirt, not mine. You always talk
Why you
like
give me a
that.
girl's shirt?
You think I'm a girl? Not funny. Women are looking for men who are around 6 feet. Really, 6 feet tall? You got to have a 6-footer.
I know.
That's pretty much the norm. I mean, I think 6 feet tall.
It's just a
is
thing,
norm.
right? I mean, my wife is, believe it, I'm only 5'8", and she's like 5'6" or 5'4.5". I don't know. She's 5. I think she's 5'6". I don't know how tall she is. She's shorter than I am. But I know that if I don't have any shoes on and she puts her heels on, she can be just as tall as me, and I don't like that. That is weird. That seems
Put
weird.
your lifts on.
Yeah, Jeff, you're what?
You got to do.
You're 6.
You got to wear heels. I'm 6 foot.
You're 6 foot, and your wife's like 4'9".
I'm 6 foot as well.
What is your wife?
6
Seriously, she's like right at 5 foot.
5'1". She says 5'1". I say 5 feet.
You know, it'd be really funny.
It's
You got to get your daughter or your son, whoever will hold the phone steady enough to hide with the video recording, and then you sneak up behind her with a tape measure. Make sure you get caught, though, because that's when it's going to be funny.
Well, here's where you're right on
'Cause
something, Jeremy.
I know she'll turn around and hit you.
Is the variances of shoes that you girls can wear, that is problematic because
Yeah.
we never know how tall you really
true.
are. I mean, it's like, oh, you're probably 5'6", 5'2". I mean, thank God for you. You're forthcoming, and you're like, yeah, I'm 5'4". But also, that's the desirable.
Yeah.
That's the best to have in a relationship. So why
I know,
not?
I do have some boots
why
that
not?
like the heel is massive. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, it's amazing up here. Look at all these things I can do.
It's funny, just like a few inches, how much more you can
Yeah.
see of the world.
That shelf that I'm like, whoa.
I had no
Incredible.
idea that was up there.
Okay, I'm going to be really honest and vulnerable with you right now.
Oh.
I bought a pair of boots online, and they have this ridiculously thick heel on it, and it makes me like 5'10". I had Charlene measure me, and I love them. I wear them all the time. They are really comfortable, too. But it's awesome being 5'10". I don't know why, you could see over more people's heads.
Yeah. Just something about it.
You don't know,
I'm
Whitney.
happy for you.
You're never 5'10". Stop acting like you've been 5'10" before.
I'm relating being
Yeah,
a
but
couple.
You have to try it. You have to try it. Is what I'm
When she
saying.
puts on those shoes, she's 5'6", and you can see a little bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit taller than you are.
Yeah, I guess
the
so.
more you can see.
I guess so. It's still not 5'8".
The more you can see.
That's my regular height. But and we had a girl once that she was like, "Here, put on my heels," and I was 5'11", and I was 3 inches taller, and she had these 3-inch heels, and I'm like, "Oh my God, this is nuts to be able to see over this many people's heads."
Yeah, but your feet kill you.
Oh yeah, I couldn't wear them for more
Is it
than
worth it?
30
What's
seconds.
the trade-off? You know,
It was
like I always admire you ladies that wear the high heels because
I can't do like the stiletto thing. Like I was at the Jason Isbell concert, and his wife was playing with him, and she was on stage in stilettos the entire time. I was like, girl, I don't know how you're doing that.
Yeah, because you got to.
Cannot.
You're
I need, like,
standing the
platform.
entire time you're up on that stage.
Also, like, my knees are shot from snowboarding and running and all the things, so it's just not going to happen.
And you have cords running across the stage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a recipe for disaster. You really have to be on your game. A lot of practice takes.
God, can you think of the arthritis that you were going to have from all the snowboarding you did, like when you're 60?
Oh, yeah, we would joke about it all the time, how it's just going to be like...
And your
So
knees,
funny.
your knees are probably going to be like basketballs.
Totally. And like
it's worth it.
I've
But
gone
she'll be the perfect-
snowboarding more than like most people and pretty aggressively. So it's going to be very interesting to see.
But the good news is
I might be 5'3" now.
That's the problem. The good news is you're 5'4". You're the perfect height for a
Yeah.
relationship. But you got basketball knees.
Yeah. Bummer. I know. I was like watching the Shaun White documentary. I was like, man.
Is it bad?
No, it's really good.
No, but I mean, does he have?
Oh, he's just in constant pain.
Really?
Yeah. And like everywhere, his whole thing, he's just got like a personal therapist. Like he's doing so much to keep his body like sort of healthy. And I'm just like, oh God, this is insane.
Do you go as hard as Shaun White?
No, I wish.
Okay. Well, then you should have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I got nothing.
We need to get her a bumper sticker.
Hard like Shaun White.
Hard like Shaun White. Yes, exactly.
Go hard. Make sure to put the go hard before.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.